So that's a rather attractive medal round your neck, Mike.
What, this little bad boy?
Yeah, they feel good, don't they?
Waited a long time for this one.
Yeah, it's quite a nice story for you, isn't it? Because, well, I didn't enjoy wearing my medal last year. I've been wearing this non-stop since we finished. Tell us a bit about your journey, Mike, to get that medal.
Well, we started doing challenges a couple of years ago. So we did the 24-hour free peaks together. And then last year our challenge was the Isle of Wight, 100k. And chose the wrong shoes, it turns out. So, I chose to wear my big hiking boots, which people do. But for me, they just didn't work. And I got an awful lot of blisters very early on. And after 60k, it was too much and I had to pull out. And it was disappointing. It's disappointing not to finish. I was very pleased to see you finish, but
it wasn't the same because, like, we did the 3 peaks together, and halfway through the 3 peak, I didn't think I was no chance of finishing it. And Mike kind of, just the words he said and just having him with me was what got me through. And so when we did it last year and we couldn't finish together, it just wasn't the same. So I think both of us got quite emotional going down the final stretch together. Not quite hand in hand, but you know. Not that soppy. Well, he's not that soppy. I am. He didn't want to hold my hand. But it was just so good, wasn't it, to finish together and get this one done.
It was a good race. So definitely felt a bit better prepared.
Yeah.
I made a great list after last time, which I found about 24 hours before going, which was quite handy. So I put a few of those bits on. Funny what you put on it. Sachets of coffee.
I was just about to ask you that. I think, slightly random thing, but the coffee at the rest stops is sort of mediocre, isn't it? And they had milk in as well, didn't they, your sachets?
Yeah.
Like, so easy, smooth to drink. What were they? Nescafe something? Like that?
Just Nescafe 2-in-1.
Yeah.
So we were kind of both blessed with the weather, and the weather was also a factor. So what the sun did is it gave us that predictability. So we were able to pack quite light.
Yeah, that's a good point.
In the day, just wearing a tech t-shirt and shorts, and actually just kept that on for the first 4 stops, first 50k, without changing, and not having to pack all the extra bits. And the same at night, but the heat in the day was definitely a factor. A couple of the rest stops were one of the stops, which we thought was 15.5k, which felt like a bit of a trek. I think in the end was 18k, and it was a beast, and it was hot, and I think a lot of people.
The dropout rate there was pretty high, unusually high, I think, there, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, but first half generally okay, not too bad. But I definitely came into the end of the first half just feeling a bit done, feeling like my ankles were getting swollen and hurting. The fifth one, after the halfway, was kind of okay, but you really got to get your head back around and doing this all again. And then I definitely found the 2 in the middle. So from 5 to 6 and 6 to 7, which all in all is, I think one of them was 15k and one of them was 11.5k, but they were really tough. Doing it in the dark, not many people out and about. You really just feel not on your own, because actually I was with you, and that was probably what got me through. In fact, that was definitely what got me through those 2 particular bits. But yeah, just nothing to do. It's just.
Well, you have quite a buzz during the day, don't you? Because everyone's out, everyone's supporting you. Their little kids handing you jelly babies, at one point, and families out watching the race. And then you get to the night section, and not everyone's doing the overnight bit. There's hardly anyone there, and it's all gone. just at the point where you're feeling really tired. So it's quite a
Yeah,
contrast, isn't it?
absolutely. And I think actually what happens is in the day you're getting overtaken. You're overtaking
Yeah,
people. There's lots of little chats, lots of little catch ups. But in the evening, you're all pretty much going at the same pace. So you do definitely. What I liked is you start to notice and recognise people at the rest stops, and we made some good connections there. But in the actual bits between them, it's a little bit solitary.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
not really catching or overtaking anyone. Um,
What gave you the most pain? What was the thing you were battling with? Because I was battling with my little toe, for about 50k, just hurt every single step. What was it for you?
this year it was my ankles.
Right. Okay.
So probably two things. Coming into the halfway point, my IT band on my right side was absolutely killing me. I'd done a little bit of running and a bit of walking, and it really was aggravating. I had a massage. They did an amazing job on it. They pretty much.
And it's worth saying, actually, I know, like, when you get to the halfway point, you want to get back out there again, or maybe you don't, but you're thinking you got to. It's worth the investment of getting the massage done. I think it gets you over the line.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was first priority.
Yeah.
We got back, rehydrate, massage, have something to eat, get ready for the next bit. Um, but then second half, definitely ankles. And actually, I changed my footwear. I've got pretty much no blisters. I've got
Yeah,
some
that's
on
good, isn't
cloud
it?
trail shoes. They deserve a medal themselves.
Yeah, because considering, that blisters were the thing that stopped you doing it, to actually your feet look perfect.
Yeah,
That's really good, isn't it?
yeah. So slight
You didn't
piece.
even need to tape them. I mean, that's
No,
how
no. I've
that's
got a
how.
tiny bit of tape.
So if you find the right footwear, and it's different for everyone, I think that's worth saying. But
Yeah,
for me as well, the On Cloud, I got them because Mike recommended them. I still got a blister on my little toe, but my feet are normally covered in blisters, and I am amazed how good they look off the back of those.
and I think the other tip I did get a blister on my little toe, and again, first thing in the rest stop straight away, go to the medics, popped it,
Yeah,
taped it. What I've learned from last time is don't
don't
leave
leave
these
it.
things. They
Don't
don't
leave it.
miraculously get better by themselves.
Yeah.
And actually, the sooner you get it sorted out.
And again, it's an investment. Like you might think, oh, I want to crack on to the next stop. I'm running behind, whatever. Stopping, getting your feet done by the medics, it might take an extra 10 minutes. It could save you hours later on because when you're walking in agony, you slow down like amazing amounts. So, yeah, it's an investment, those things at the rest stop. Are you going to do another one, Mike?
If you'd asked me yesterday, the answer was no. I'd
If I'd have asked you outside that service station where we got the Costa coffee, what do you reckon you'd have said?
I'd kind of convinced myself in my head that I was a 50k kind of guy,
Yeah.
and that was good. And I do enjoy. I think it's a very different challenge, but for me, I think there's one 24-hour challenge in me a year, and I think it'd be nice to vary it up. But I think some of the 100ks are a nice way of.
And why? What is it about that? Why is that worth doing, do you think?
Because it's so hard.
Yeah.
Because it's so hard, and I think it's
Mentally, I mean, it's physically hard, but mentally it's tough, isn't it?
yeah, I think it's harder mentally, and I think it's like a lot of things in life. Actually, when you set out to do 100k, it's almost unfathomable to you kind of walk it off to start. You're like, okay, I'm 3 minutes in. It just seems like too much to gauge. But part of when I was starting to get low during this one is because I was thinking too much about I've
The
got
end and
9 hours to
yeah,
go.
yeah,
I've got all this time to go. Whereas actually, I think when you just think, okay, what have I got? And even on the long one, it's like, okay, this is 15k. It's 3 chunks of 5k, and just to portion things up like that, I think really helps
Without,
keep your
without
mind in
wanting
gear.
to get too deep with it, but I think it teaches you about life as well. Like that's how to approach life to me as well. Like don't sometimes we can get lost in the big picture and worried about all kinds of things. It's like be here, be present, focus on the here and now, the things that are just in front of you, and then it becomes achievable. When things overwhelm you, it's normally because for me anyway, it's because I'm looking too big, too far along the line. It's
I
like,
agree.
just look for the next rest stop. And once we're there, then we'll think about the next one after that. Yeah. For me as well, I think. I mean, Mike and I have always been close, but doing these things together means the world to me. It brings us closer together again. We have our own lives and our own families, and um, it's so bonding. You know, your slightly tetchy moment as well. It's like, but it's okay because it's all good, and they don't last. What I love as well is like it doesn't last because we know each other well enough to just like let these things pass and just yeah. I think we grow. It grows our relationship.
He's referring to the 2-3 hours in the middle of a right
He was a
miserable
bit
bastard.
He was a tiny bit grumpy. Not much. What was it you said? I'm not having fun, Jason. I'm not having fun, or not enjoying it. Or something it's like really. No, it's all good though because again, relationships aren't all plain sailing. You know, social media sometimes presents this perfect version of relationships. It's okay to find things a bit tough between yourself. What matters is what you do next. It's the next words. It's the next bit. And yeah, we were. It was great doing it with you. Yeah, well done, mate. It was absolute pleasure.
Yeah,
always
enjoyed it.
is. Always is.
And I think we've made some new connections,
Yeah,
and some new
definitely.
friends, and I think there's a real community around some of these ultra
Yeah,
events.
yeah.
And what I like about it is the mindset, because actually everyone's very like-minded.
Yeah.
You don't set out to do one of these things if you're not a trier, if you're not going for it. And whether you completed it or you didn't complete it, the fact that you entered it and the fact that you turned up on the day is great. So
That's 100% right. Yeah, because if you're watching this and it didn't work for you this year, or another challenge you did and it didn't work, A, you can come back and do it again another day and you'll have learnt a lot. But B, there are so many people that don't even have the guts to start it. Everyone that started it for me is, 100% worth it kind of person, because it is really tough, and it's not an easy thing to do, is it?
yeah,
And I don't think it's nailed on guaranteed. One of the reasons I'll do this again is I still won't be sure next time that I'll be able to finish it. It's not guaranteed. Your body can fail you at some point. Something will go wrong that's not fixable. If my ankle had gone this year and I've been worrying about it, yeah, maybe I wouldn't have made it over. So if you didn't make it to the end, don't worry about it. You can do it another time. All right. Thanks, Mike.
good luck, guys.